Welcome to The Great Detectives of Old Time Radio and our 2300th episode special. From Boise, Idaho, this is your host, Adam Graham. If you have a comment, email it to me, box13@greatdetectives.net. Follow us on Twitter at Radio Detectives and become one of our friends on Facebook. Facebook.com/Radio Detectives. Today's program is brought to you in part by the financial support of our listeners. You can support the show on a one-time basis, support.greatdetectives.net. Become one of our regular ongoing Patreon supporters, sending in a small amount each month of between $2 and $30. Go to patreon.greatdetectives.net. Well, these special episodes, I feel a little bit more liberty about what I go ahead and choose for them as opposed to the things that we'll play Monday through Saturday. We want to bring you a pretty standard detective story every single day for those. But, as this is a special, we can kind of stretch the bounds of what we might do on the program. We have done science fiction detective programs. With an episode of X-1, we've done some comedy. So how about a fantasy detective program? And I don't mean fantasy in terms of Lords of the Rings or something like that. This is from a pretty unique series. It's called Cloud 9. There are 5 episodes in existence, and it's from 1950. We don't have a great deal of information on the series other than what's contained in it itself. And the central premise appears to be that a man is constantly whisked up to Cloud 9 and taken on a journey to a fantasy location, be a location in real life. One episode that's in existence had him going out west. Another had him going to Paris. Today's episode has him going to the land of radio detectives. So with that introduction done, let's go ahead and take a listen to today's episode. This is from Cloud 9, the original air date, July the 21st of 1950.
This is WBBM-FM, Chicago.
Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum, the refreshing, delicious treat that gives you chewing enjoyment, presents for your listening enjoyment, Cloud 9.
Yeah, I figure everything you listen to is educational. You know what I mean? Yeah. Another one?
Yeah, I guess so, Lou.
Fundamental. Yeah. Yeah, Eddie, take a break. You know, a guy can always learn just by listening. That's why when a fella comes in and says, Mr. Harrington, you know what's wrong with the world? I listen. You can always learn.
Yeah.
Say, mind if I turn on the radio?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I figured you was here. That's why I come after you.
Joe, you ain't gonna live that long.
Put down that heater.
Don't move
Radio bother you?
Give me that gun.
No. Well, what show is it?
I don't know. It sounds like a thriller, though.
Yeah.
I like them, yeah.
Some of them.
Oh, only thing I listen to. I just keep twisting the dial till I hear pistol shots.
Can't miss that way, can you?
Of course, sometimes I don't understand the story, but it's very interesting.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah. Oh, the phone. I better turn this thing off. Yeah, I'll get the phone. Watch the place for me, will you? I'll be right back.
Sure, Lou.
Quiet seems good, doesn't it?
Oh, I didn't see anyone sitting there.
Really? I've been here for some time, friend.
Hey, wait a second.
About time you recognized me. Ready for another trip to Cloud 9?
Ready? I'm always ready.
Come along. Express Cloud 9 going up.
To make every day more enjoyable, treat yourself often to refreshing, delicious Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum. Here's a taste treat you can enjoy indoors, outdoors, at work, or at play. The cool, long-lasting mint flavor refreshes you. The smooth, steady chewing helps keep you fresh and alert, adds enjoyment to whatever you're doing. Wrigley Spearmint Chewing Gum. Healthful, refreshing, delicious.
Next stop, Cloud 9. Here you are, mate. Cloud 9. Well, friend, you look pleased to be aboard Cloud 9 again.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I am. It's so peaceful and wonderful. No noise, just easy, floating peace.
Yes, Cloud 9 has a lot to offer.
Well, it's my favorite mode of traveling.
Mm-hmm.
You meet such interesting people.
Yes, come to think of it, you do. It's one of our advantages, you know.
Say, tell me, is there any place in the world that Cloud 9 can't go?
Oh, there probably is, although I can't think of it. By the way, would you care to take part in a little experiment tonight?
Sure.
All right. North, south, east, and west, Davy.
North, south, east, and west.
Full wind, Davy.
Full wind.
North, south, east, and west?
Yes. The place we're going can't be located by longitude and latitude.
I don't understand.
Tonight, I should like to have you meet a group of gentlemen in a rather exclusive organization.
What?
Almost there. Excuse me, I've got to bring her in. Half wind, Davy.
Half wind.
Prepare to cast. Cast and hold. Easy, Davy. Settle her in easy. Steady. Easy. Easy.
Where are we?
A very unusual place.
Yeah, it looks like the middle of a city, but everything's in shadow.
Except that large building over there. Come along.
Yeah, it's funny. This looks real, and yet it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Something special about that building?
Remember, I told you tonight you'd meet a rather exclusive organization. That's their headquarters.
I don't get it.
You'll understand in a moment. Oops, careful, watch your step. Rather dark here.
Yeah, the only lights are coming from the windows of this building.
Very busy place. Here we are. Let me open that door for you.
Oh, thanks. Hey, what is this? An office building?
You might say that. Look at the names on the doors.
Philip Marlowe? Nick Charles, the thin man. Johnny Dollar. Hey, what goes on here? You mean all those guys are here?
Their names are on the office doors.
Sam Spade, and look over there on that one.
Mm-hmm.
It says Sherlock.
Oh, hello there, old fellow. Just the chap I wanted to see.
Trouble?
Oh, yes, nasty little business on Baker Street. Thought you might help.
Oh, excuse me. This is a friend of mine. Friend, this is Mr. Holmes.
Oh, well, how are you, Mr. Holmes?
Oh, splendid, old boy. Good to meet you. Mind if I trot along with you to your office?
Oh, not at all.
Your office?
Oh, there are a few things about me I haven't explained. Later. Well, how have you been, Sherlock?
Oh, splendid, really. Picked up for another 26 weeks, you know.
Oh, good.
Yes. Oh, just a moment. I want to stop in here for a moment. Don't mind, do you? Poor chap. can't remember the blasted tune.
Pity.
Yes. Come to think of it, old boy, Watson left the papers concerning this Baker Street case on my desk. I'll fetch them.
Oh, fine. See you in the office.
Yes, it won't take a moment.
Say, tell me, is he really Sherlock Holmes?
Of course.
But then all these names on the doors.
They're all radio detectives. I'm sure you've heard of them. Oh, here's my office.
All these names, you seem to know them. What goes?
Well, to put it simply, friend, it may seem immodest, but I taught them quite a lot about the business. That is, I am the most private of private eyes. Don't do it professionally anymore, however.
You are?
Well, most of them call on me for consultation, that sort of thing. Oh, excuse me. Hello? Yes, it's he. Just got in. Oh, I think we can fix that. Now, don't worry about it. Yes. Goodbye. Oh, dear. That was that inner sanctum chap.
The one who laughs?
Normally, but he's very unhappy at the moment. Some prankster oiled his squeaking door.
Say, this radio detective thing is quite a business, isn't it?
It has its problems.
Sorry to bother you, old boy, but could you be good enough to come down to my office for a moment?
Well, of course, Sherlock. I'll come with you.
Yes, frightfully good of you.
Oh, friend, amuse yourself while I'm gone. I think there's an old Sam Spade script on my desk. I'd like to look it over.
Oh, sure. Go ahead. Let's see the script. Wonder if I could do this stuff. The opening scene, the Little Miss Muffet caper. I just finished hanging up the phone after saying Sam Spade, Detective Agency. Effie had gone out. And I settled back in my chair with a racing form, all set for a quiet afternoon, when she came in. She being a well-turned brunette wearing a sweater, which did considerably more for her than just make her itch. I was going to say hello as she stuck out her hand, but on second glance I saw that those long, tapering, well-manicured fingers held a pearl-handled 38-shaped 38. I was cordial and said cleverly, "Sit down."
No thanks, Mr. Spade.
Huh?
I have heard a lot about you, Mr. Spade, and I have no time to waste.
Now, honey, put that thing down. I'm not Sam Spade.
I do not believe you. I know you are.
And now, look, I just happened to be sitting here.
If anything happens to me, I want you to find me. I need protection.
Hey, look, baby, you've got me wrong.
Here.
2 $50 bills.
I must go now.
Hey, wait a minute. What's your name?
Aziza Muffet.
What? Hey, wait a minute. Hey. How about that? Let's see that script. Her name, she said, was Aziza Muffet. And when she went out, she slammed the door. I'm sorry to bother you.
What is it, friend?
But the funniest thing, I don't know. Well, a gal came in. She's in trouble.
One thing, old fellow, in this business one is never ruffled. I have remained calm through 78 murders, 60 kidnappings, and a score of other crimes. Poise, my dear fellow, poise.
Well, did you ever hear of a gal by the name of Aziza Muffet?
Strange name.
By Jove. There's a musical comedy singer and dancer called Aziza. Yes, Aziza Muffet. Could be the same one, you know. She's Algerian or some sort of thing.
What did she look like?
Well, I don't know. She's a brunette, shapely, but kind of plain.
Oh, no, my boy. In a detective show, the girls are always ravishingly beautiful, never plain. Now, if this is the Aziza of which I'm thinking, let me describe her.
By all means.
Thank you. First, her crowning attribute, her sparkling, shimmering hair. Then, the graceful slope of her ravishing shoulders. And then, her,
Oh, yes? I see what you mean.
Yes, and finally, you might say, the delicate suggestion of the manner in which she walks. And then, when she stops. Ah, when she stops.
Can't be the same one.
Come to think of it, gentlemen, Aziza is playing now at the Music Hall Theater. Why don't you two run along?
Well, yeah, let's go. How does it happen there's always a taxi whenever a detective wants it?
Oh, it's quite simple. Otherwise, it would slow up the plot. Oh, right over there, driver. Stage door. That's it. Here you are, driver. You'll notice that every detective always has the right change. When paying a cab, you just hand the driver a bill and get out.
Yeah, I wondered about that.
Just thought you'd like to know. Here's the stage door.
Hello there. Could I help you, gentlemen?
Peter, you working as the stage doorman?
Oh, hello, my dear friend. Yes, I am. Things are slow at the studio now, you know.
Well, meet a friend of mine. This is Mr. Lorry.
How are you?
Oh, yes. It's nice to meet you, sir.
Is there a singer by the name of Aziza here?
Oh, yes. Aziza. Such a strange girl. She's coming on now. Why don't you stand here in the wings and watch her?
Hey, that's her. That's the girl.
I don't care if the sun don't shine. I'll get my lovin' in the evening time when I'm with my baby. It's no fun with the sun around, but I get going when the sun goes down and I meet my baby. That's when we kiss and kiss and kiss and then we kiss some more. Don't ask how many times we kiss at a time like this. Who needs scores? So I don't care if the sun don't shine. That's my...
Hey, the lights! What happened to the lights?
Let's find that girl.
To make every day more enjoyable, treat yourself often to refreshing, delicious Wrigley Spearmint Chewing Gum. The lively, full-bodied, real mint flavor cools your mouth, moistens your throat, freshens your taste, and the chewing itself gives you a little lift, helps you keep going at your best. So for real chewing enjoyment that's refreshing and long-lasting, always keep Wrigley Spearmint Chewing Gum handy. Healthful, delicious Wrigley Spearmint Gum will make every day more enjoyable.
You say this is her dressing room?
Yes, it is. But she doesn't seem to be in here, does she?
Wonder what could have happened to her.
Perhaps she's murdered and hanging in a closet or something like that. No, she isn't. That's a pity. It would solve everything, wouldn't it?
How'd I get mixed up in this? I was just sitting there reading a Sam Spade script.
Oh, come in.
Most honorable professor.
Oh, come in.
Most humble servant of honorable professor. Wish to be of assistance in this baffling case. Can do?
Oh, it was good to see you, Chan. Oh, Chan, meet a friend of mine.
I'm deeply honored to make the acquaintance of esteemed friend.
Happy to know you. What goes on here?
With me brought illustrious co-worker.
Oh, yes, I thought I'd pop along with him, you know.
Well, good of you to come. It seems Aziza Muffet has disappeared.
Really? Planning to be away long?
Where do we go from here?
I wondered if there's a precedent. I remember how I solved my most baffling case. Perhaps that would help.
Yeah, but how was that?
Oh, yes. Yes, I remember. I went to a phone box, took a threepence from my pocket, and called The police.
Clever.
Yes, it was. Thank you.
Not at all.
This Aziza have husband.
Well, let's ask Laurie. Knows practically everything.
This is the club where her former husband works, huh?
So they say. He must be the one. Could we see you for a moment?
Sure, what do you want?
You're Tommy Muffet.
Yeah?
The husband of Aziza Muffet?
I used to be. I don't know anything about her. Excuse me, it's time for my number.
Come back after your song, will you?
Sure. Be glad to. Count every star in the midnight sky. Count every rose, every firefly. You'll never know how much I miss you. Heaven knows I miss you. Count every leaf on a willow tree. Count every wave on a stormy sea. Count every star, and darling, when you do, you'll know the times I have cried for you.
Hey, see, there he goes backstage. I'm going after him. Hey, what's he running away for? Hey, Tommy! Hey, Tommy, wait a minute! Hey, that's funny. Must have gone in this door. It's locked. Well, I have to break it in. Here we go.
Oh, come in, friend.
What?
Oh, pull up a chair, old boy. 3 cards, please.
3 cards.
Of course.
Chan?
Most humble servant will take 1 card.
I think, my friend, I will stand.
Hey, friend, I want to talk to you.
Oh, go right ahead. There you are, Holmes. Chan.
The guy ran away. I thought he ran in here.
Permit me to open?
Mm-hmm. I'll stay.
I was chasing him, and
Chan?
Most humble servant raises 2.
Let's see, old boy. I'll call.
Beg to show you full house.
Aces. Thank you, gentlemen, very much. Thank you.
Hey, look, you guys got to help me. Now, what do I do?
What do you do?
The girl's in trouble. She disappeared.
Charlie Chan would be happy to help, but must return to lot for retakes on latest picture.
Yes, love to assist, old chap, but it's almost time for tea, you know.
Well, you might look in her apartment. All good detectives do that.
Oh, well, where is it?
For convenience, it's just upstairs on the 8th floor.
Well, thanks, I will. Up, 8, please. Oh, thanks. Now, let's see. Aziza Muffet.
Oh, hello. I thought you would never get here.
Well, What?
Do not stand there. Come in.
Hey, what goes on around here? Aren't you in danger?
Danger. Come sit down. Sit here. And I shall get you something.
Okay.
You look at me strangely. I shall be back in a second.
Oh, miss.
Yes?
Oh, nothing. I I was just thinking of something a friend of mine said.
Oh, with water?
Yeah. Huh, thanks. You know, I don't get this.
Silly boy. Don't you listen to detective shows? There is always a scene with the handsome detective and the girl.
Yeah. You know, this business is getting more appealing every minute.
Really?
Yeah, I think I kind of like this. Come here, baby. Oh, what a racket this guy Spade has got.
The drink all right?
Yeah, fine.
Of course, on the radio it would have sleeping powder in it, would it not?
Who cares, baby? Who cares?
I didn't know what time it was. Then I met you. Oh, what a lovely time it was. How sublime it was too. I didn't know what day it was. You held my hand, warm like the month of May it was, and I'll say it was grand, grand to be alive, to be young, to be mad, to be yours alone. Grand to see your face, feel your touch, hear your voice say I'm all your own. I didn't know what year it was. Life was no prize. I wanted love, and here it was, shining out of your eyes. I'm wise, and I know what time it is now.
You're getting sleepy, aren't you? Getting sleepy, getting sleepy, getting sleepy.
Yeah, my head feels funny. Going around.
Aces. Thank you, gentlemen, very much. Thank you.
It can't be located by latitude or longitude.
Going around and around.
Poor chap. Can't remember the blasted tune.
Oh, friend, you can open your eyes now. You're back on Cloud 9.
Cloud 9? Where's Cloud 9?
Right here, friend. Look around.
Yeah, but what happened to all those people?
What people?
Well, all those detectives. Holmes and Charlie Chan and the girl.
Who?
Oh, now, I suppose you're going to say the usual thing. It didn't happen, huh?
Happen? That's a curious word. Oh, time's up for now.
You know, I could have sworn I saw Charlie.
That's Cloud 9.
Yeah. I just twist the dial till I hear pistol shots. How can you go wrong, huh? Another one?
Yeah. Okay, Lou.
Yeah. Yeah. Boy, I'd sure like to be one of those guys.
Huh?
Yeah, detective, you know. Yeah, the gals they meet. Boy, oh boy.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Hey, look at that gal over there. Could she be a detective story heroine, huh?
Yeah, well, which one?
The gal just leaving.
Oh, a miss.
Remember, friends, to make every day more enjoyable, treat yourself often to refreshing, delicious Wrigley Spearmint Chewing Gum. There's lots of cooling, real mint flavor in every stick. And chewing Wrigley Spearmint helps keep you feeling fresh and alert. You feel better, work better, get more fun out of doing things. So indoors, outdoors, wherever you go, keep some healthful, refreshing Wrigley Spearmint Chewing Gum handy. To make every day more enjoyable, treat yourself often to delicious Wrigley Spearmint Chewing Gum. Cloud 9 is brought to you by Wrigley Spearmint Gum. Original music was composed by Frank Smith, who also conducted the orchestra. In the dramatic cast, you heard the voices of Hal Stark, Russ Reed, Arthur Peterson, and Larry Alexander. Songs were by Elaine Rogers and Lon Saxon. Sound by Eddie Boytle, engineering by Bob Meyer. Cloud 9 is written and produced by Charles Romine and Ski Wolf. The makers of Wrigley Spearmint Chewing Gum hope you enjoyed tonight's journey on Cloud 9 and that you're enjoying Wrigley Spearmint Gum every day. This program has come to you from Chicago. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
This is Andrea J. Graham, author of the Web Surfer series. Oh, and a Madam's Wife. You're listening to the Great Detectives of Old Time Radio.
Welcome back. Well, that was fun. A lot of really great in-jokes about detective and mystery programs of the era, as well as some of the famous detectives. Of course, you have references to Sherlock Holmes, Sam Spade, Johnny Dollar, The Whistler, and Inner Sanctum, as well as Charlie Chan, and a fair Peter Lorre impersonation. Though people really use that all the time in the golden age of radio. And then you have the music. The incidental music on this was really nice. And then the singing was absolutely top notch. This episode, one other reason I played it is that it originated from the city of Chicago. And we don't get a lot of Chicago-based programs. Very few have survived. Of course, you have Not Beat, which is set in Chicago, but it's recorded out in Hollywood. But this is a nice, unique mix of talent and a really unique program. Certainly nothing else like it that we've played or probably will play in the future. So I hope you enjoyed the change of pace. Monday, we'll be back with Not Beat. Tuesday, listen for Follow That Man. And then a week from Tuesday, it'll be Time for the Judge. In the meantime, send your comments to box13@greatdetectives.net. Follow us on Twitter at Radio Detectives and become one of our friends on Facebook, facebook.com/Radio Detectives.